Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Leanna Gabrielle. I am back. So please take a moment to like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, it is the crack of dawn in my house. We are making brunch. That means it's noon. So join me as I make brunch and we have a nice little discussion about anticipatory grief. So everyone pretty much knows what regular grief is. When something happens, there's a major loss, and you're grieving, you are upset, right? Okay, anticipatory grief is what happens before that major loss, before that devastating event. All the feelings and everything that happens before. So, regular grief is pretty predictable. You know, something bad is going to happen. You know, you're going to be devastated. You know, you're going to be upset. And you can predict how you're going to behave when you're upset because you're an adult and you know yourself. Anticipatory grief is a little bit different because it's happening before the event, right? The grief is happening before the devastating event. So it hasn't necessarily hit you the same way. Like, it hasn't really hit you yet. So, being that you haven't been triggered in that way, you can't really predict the behaviors you're going to have, how you're going to take it, how you're going to respond. If you can't really get a feel for the behaviors, then it can be hard to create strategies to cope. It can be hard to react in a way that's not going to be detrimental and devastating to you. So, anticipatory grief is really rough. It's hard. It's different. I am dealing with anticipatory grief because my grandmother's transitioning. My grandmother's crossing. And it sucks. For anyone who enjoys my spiritual talk, my mumbo jumbo, my tarot, my YouTube, whatever, you know, she is the person you have to thank for it because she built me. She built me brick by brick. And she's the one that introduced me to African traditional religions. She's the one that introduced me to cachita de cobre, Ochun. And I'm now a crowned priestess, daughter of Ochun, Omo Ochun, Santera, Espiritualita, hola. And so it's really hard for me right now because I am effectively, slowly but surely losing the only person in this world that I truly, truly care about, that I think about all the time. That really means everything to me. The person that means the most to me in this world is her. It is my grandmother. So it's really, really hard for me. I was very much always growing up a grandmother's baby. And my grandmother immigrated from Puerto Rico as a teenager. My grandmother's 91 years old. She was born in 1935. She immigrated to this country when she was only a teenager. Between the ages of 15 and 18, my grandmother came to New York from Puerto Rico. She is everything to me. She raised me. She didn't have very much in terms of money. She never had a lot of money, but she gave me all the love that she had, and she spoiled me the best she could. You know, we had McDonald's breakfast every weekend. Did she take me every weekend? Well, we went very often because it feels like every weekend. She would get her little social security check and then take me shopping at Rainbows. Shout out to Rainbows. You know, so it's very, very difficult for me. It's very, very difficult for me to see her crossing, to see her transitioning, to see life leave her body and her mind a little bit more every day. It's incredibly difficult. It's put me in a state of anticipatory grief My emotions, my moods have been extremely unpredictable. I'm trying to lean into my standard coping mechanisms, but being that her passing is such a huge moment in my life, the coping mechanisms are not hitting the same way. This is not just my grandmother. This is who effectively built me and made me who I am. We are twin souls, as I like to say. We have the same personality. So it's very, very difficult. And I did want to take a few minutes to talk about anticipatory grief because I don't really see much people talking about it. You really do have to be extra gentle with yourself and extra careful with yourself. Be very mindful of who you put yourself around, what situations you get yourself into, things like that. You're going to want to keep the peace right now because you're going to be very emotionally volatile, okay? You're going to be a little emotionally unpredictable during this time. That is part of anticipatory grief, okay? We know the loss is coming, and it's very, very, very hard. Sometimes everything is normal and you feel fine, and then other times it hits you. Take care of yourselves if you're dealing with anticipatory grief. Be very, very careful with who you trust. Be very, very careful with yourself, what you say, what you do, where you go, because you really need to be as peaceful as possible to go through this transition that is giving you this state of anticipatory grief. So with that being said, I am here, okay? I'm available for tarot readings. I'm also doing spiritual baths. I will be including the link down below for my website if you guys were interested in anything like that. It was so nice just to hop on here and have a little chat. And if anyone else is going through anticipatory grief, my heart goes out to you. I am here with you. Ache.